Realizing that your baby has a skin rash is not a pleasant thing for any mother to deal with. At first, there may be some initial fear as to what is going on and what you should do next. In this video, we will help you learn about the skin condition your child might be suffering from and equip you with the tools and knowledge to help them. The first thing you need to remember is that there's a pretty good chance that your baby will develop some kind of rash at some point. After all, they are being exposed to many new things. The chances of at least one thing causing irritation and inflammation will remain high, especially when their skin is so sensitive. What you need to remember is that the overwhelming majority of baby rashes that occur are completely harmless. Yes, they may be uncomfortable for your baby, with this made worse by the way in which they cannot express how they feel. It may look painful to you and you may feel hopeless and helpless, but it needn't be like that at all. There are a number of reasons as to why a baby may suffer from skin rashes, and the most common one is that they are having some form of an allergic reaction. Of course, with this the problem is in trying to identify what has caused the reaction, so there may very well be some trial and error to get to that point. There are also various normal skin conditions that any human can suffer from at any point, with them still potentially affecting your newborn child. By this, what we mean is that they can easily suffer from conditions such as eczema, psoriasis, and other skin conditions that we are all aware of. Just because they are young does not mean they are immune from these kinds of things. As there are so many different potential problems, we can look at the most common and the way in which those baby rashes can then be treated. Of course, you cannot just go ahead and give them the exact treatment as an adult. Their skin is too delicate to cope with the full-strength options, and you will likely cause more problems and greater discomfort. Thankfully, there have been other solutions created to help your newborn. However, before going ahead with the treatment aspect, you need to have the problem correctly identified, and that involves going to see your doctor. There's also a point to be made regarding attempts to make your baby feel more comfortable. We can look at the symptoms that we as adults develop to get some understanding of how they must be feeling. If we look at psoriasis in babies, then it may be the case that a doctor would prescribe a steroid cream to be applied in the area. However, this will be weaker in strength than an adult would receive. Also, the period of time over which it may be used will often turn out to be shorter than for an adult. At the same time, keeping the area dry, avoiding extremes of hot or cold, and also applying a moisturizing cream designed for psoriasis will also help with the different symptoms. Infant eczema is more common than you realize. However, most will grow out of it by the time they get to age 3. With this, you are advised to wash any new clothes before your baby wears them. Also, use a very mild detergent that is designed for sensitive skin, and also look at getting one without fragrance. The chemicals used in detergents could be either causing the problem in the first place or making it worse. The soap that you use when washing your baby should cause less of a problem, but switching to one without any fragrance may also help in this instance. Moisturizing their skin on a regular basis can help alleviate some of the symptoms. Once again, get one without any fragrance, and even consider using petroleum jelly as an option. Always apply this after a bath as it helps lock in moisture. Speaking of bathing them, consider only using soap where they are dirty or for hygiene purposes. Rinse their skin elsewhere to stop as much of their skin coming into contact with the soap. There are a number of lotions that a doctor can prescribe, but often just taking some more care over their skin at home will suffice. Sweat, allergic reactions, and even genetics can all play a role in being recurring causes of skin rashes in babies. Of course, you can hardly do anything about genetics, but the other things are more in your control. Avoid allowing your baby to get too hot or cold. A constant temperature will be better for them and their skin. Also, look at avoiding clothing that could be itchy or rough on their skin in any way. A soft cotton will often be best. If they do seem to have a flare-up with a rash out of the blue, then spend time thinking about what they could have had to eat or come into contact with recently. This could very well indicate an allergic reaction, at which point you need to remove the allergen. Overall, the best thing to do in order to treat your newborn's delicate skin is to take good care over washing them and applying moisturizers. If you have any doubt about certain creams, then seek professional advice first. Their skin is becoming accustomed to the world and it can be stressful for it. So providing their skin with what it needs is essential. So as you can see, dealing with a baby rash needn't be as stressful as you had initially feared. Simply knowing the best way to react to counter the problem will be a whole lot easier than you may have thought. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video from Mama Select, please subscribe below. See you next time.